So I went to Birmingham. No. So I went to Black Country Games Fair last Sunday with Donald Mackerel and my mate Gelly. And yeah, I enjoyed it. The first game I bought was this, and this was £12. And it's Final Fight Streetwise. £12 is a good price for that. It's £18 in CEX. And it was just a game that was kind of on the list. And because I saw it for a good price, I thought I'd grab it. Big Final Fight fan. I did have it on the SNES back in the day. Gutted I sold it. But this is the PS2 port. I had the impression that this was meant to be kind of shit. I did play like the first level and the gameplay seemed okay. Not really as bad as I expected. So yeah, it seems okay. I doubt it's anything special. It's basically like a 3D version of Final Fight, but I'm not sure if this was supposed to be Streets of Rage. That might not be right, because I know that I think when they made Fighting Force on the PS1, I think that was meant to be Streets of Rage, but then they just sacked that off and just called it Fighting Force. But yeah, I don't imagine I'll go back to this. I'm not like a big beat 'em up person. And if I'm going to play a beat 'em up, I'll probably just play the classic kind of 2D side-scroller style. But yeah, it was a good deal. Yeah, it's just the disc spinning. It's pretty good nick. Like it's very, very good for 12 quid. So complete, happy with that. The other game that I bought was £3 on the PS2. This is a game that I've been looking for ages, really. Just because I like rally games. I was a big fan of Colin McRae, so this is Richard Burns Rally on the PS2. I thought this looked pretty good. It's only £3 from CEX and was £3 from the Games Fair. And it seemed really good now. It's fully complete, and I thought this looked pretty good, but like when I played it, it was friggin' hard. And I looked it up online, and it is meant to be kind of hard. It's very much like a sim kind of game. Like they're trying to make it realistic, but yeah, I don't know. It was the kind of game where you couldn't do fully automatic. You could only do semi-automatic, which means that you had to put it into gear, and then if you wanted to reverse, you had to put it into reverse. So that was kind of awkward. But also, as soon as you crash, you know, if you can't get back onto the track, then you have to like press like get assistance or something, and like someone comes and sorts your car out. And it was just it wasn't very fluid, but obviously it's the kind of game that you'd have to put a lot into to get good at it. But I didn't enjoy it as much as Colin McRae from playing it that one time. But interesting game. One other thing I got was this that Sean over at Retro Games Revived very kindly gifted me. Much appreciated, Sean. Basically, I said to Sean, I was like, I'm after a cheap Commodore game because I've got a Commodore 64 that I need to test. So he gave me this, and I'm still up Shit's. I'm still up Shit's Creek with the Commodore because I can't load the game. Like basically, I looked on YouTube as how to do it. You're supposed to put the cassette in and then type in load and then press enter. But when you type in load on my Commodore, the characters don't appear correctly. So I assume there's an issue with the keyboard, basically. So I'll probably just end up selling it as faulty. But it was a shame because I couldn't boot this up. This is Kickstart 2 on the Commodore 64. So again, thank you to Sean. Very, very, very kind of you to give me this game. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to fire it up. But yeah, it's just like a little motorbike game. It looks quite fun, actually. It reminds me of Excite Bike. The last thing I got was I won the Street Fighter tournament. So I got this metallic sort of sign, which is tilts in time, which is really cool. I don't know where this is gonna go. I was looking on the back, and there seems to be like a little layer, so I wasn't sure if that was just to keep this white clean, or whether if I took that off then it would be sticky. I assume it wouldn't be sticky. I assume it's just to keep this clean. But This will probably just go in my games room when I finally have one, because I don't have one at the minute. I just store my games in boxes. But yeah, that's neat. And obviously for the guys at the fair to be giving out prizes and stuff, it's super, super appreciated. It's very kind. Thank you very much. And the other thing they gave me as a prize was this, which is really neat. This is out of a Loot Crate thing. It's 2 shot glasses, and they're both Battlezone, which is actually a game I used to play on the PC. It's really fun game, actually. It's the kind of game that if you look it up, you might be like, oh shit, I remember that game. Because that's what it is for me. It's like I don't remember where I played it or anything, but it was back in the day. Battlezone was freaking class. I got a feeling it was. Now I think about it, I got a feeling maybe it was like a free game that would come on a lot of PCs. I could be wrong. The Street Fighter tournament. It was a funny one because I didn't think I'd win it because like I'm not pro at Street Fighter by any means, but I kind of stepped up and was like, well, if you're giving me free reign to choose, I'd choose E Honda or Blanca, because they both got moves where if your opponent gets caught up in the move, it's almost like they're kind of screwed because you just keep hitting them and they can't recover because it's continuous sort of thing. So I went as E Honda, and it was just kind of funny because I was kind of tentative. I was like, do I just do the move? Because I was like, well, surely they know that this character has that move. But I don't think they did. I don't think the lads who ran the tournament, I don't think they necessarily realised that there's certain characters that have certain moves that are very difficult to deal with. Again, I'm not a pro on Street Fighter, so I don't know the ins and outs of it. I assume if you're pro, I assume there's ways around it, and that there may be better characters in the game if you really know what you're doing. But I don't really know. So anyway, I just smashed this guy with the Honda, and then I just went through the tournament and just did that because I was like, well, my job here is to win, not to like win gracefully. So I got to the final and they were like, oh, we're banning E Honda, and I was like, yeah. It's like that's what you should have done from the start, sort of thing. So I went as Bison because a friend of mine, Betty, he always plays as Bison. And he does this like sliding move, but like I don't know how to do that. But luckily, Bison was just really good anyway because I could just jump and kick, and it was just curtains for the other guy. So yeah, that was nice. Nice to take the win. Like I said, I wasn't expecting it, but it was just good fun at the end of the day. So the other tournaments they did were, the first one was Sonic again. They did like a speed run of Sonic. I didn't even bother doing that because I'm just like super shit at that game. And then the second one was Mario Kart SNES, which I was gutted to miss. We kind of went to CEX and just looked around the market and stuff. So I missed, the actual market in Bilston rather than the games market. But I missed the Mario Kart tournament. But I don't think I would have got very far with that. I'd imagine there probably would have been people better than me because I'm not that great at that game, but I do enjoy it. That was the day. I really enjoyed it. It was really good fun. Like, obviously, the lads who came with me, shout out Donald Mackerel Gaming, hit up his channel if you're not already involved. And yeah, it was just a good laugh. Like, that's what I go for. Well, and the games, but ultimately I enjoyed the day out. I enjoyed the banter. I enjoyed chatting to people, and yeah, it's just always good fun. So yeah, shout out to the lads who put on the event. I don't really know them personally, but it's cheap. Like, it was like £3.30 to get in, which is an absolute steal. It's super easy for me to get to because it's only like an hour and 20 minutes away or something. So yeah, it was good. Really enjoyed it. I might try and go to Bolton at the end of the month because that's not too far away. That's probably only like an hour and a half away from me. So we'll see. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you when I pick up some more pickups. How about that?